Hey, hi, hello there, and welcome back to Formula Amateur, where today we'll be discussing everything to do with the Detroit Grand Prix, specifically the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. So we'll be discussing Indy next, as well as IndyCar. So let's get into it. So let's start off with the first practice session. In a 24 position was Eto with 24 laps. In 23rd was Rowe with the number 8 with 25 laps. In 22nd was Beaton with 21 laps. In 21st was Starty with 26. In 20th was Aaron with 28. In 19th was Escotto with 26. In 18th was D'Albo with 25. In 17th was Kaminsky with 27. In 16th was Monteiro with 26. In 15th was a 99 row with 23. In 14th was Correbo with 27. In 13th was Garcia with 24. In 12th was Johnson with 28. In 1st was Kuharczyk with 28. In 10th was Missig with 22. In 9th was Cohen with 24. In 8th was D'Atulio with 27. In 7th was Fittipaldi with 28. In 6th was Correbo with 26. In 5th was Taylor with 26. In 4th is Nannini with 26. In 3rd is Murray with 27. In 2nd was Pearson with 22. And in 1st was Hughes with 29. And now on to practice 2, where in 24th was Corn, who dropped 15 positions with 23 laps. In 23rd was Eto with 25, he gained 1 position. In 22nd with the number 8 was Rowe with 30, he gained 1 position. In 21st was Correbo with 22 laps, he dropped 7 positions. In 20th was Monteiro with 27 laps, he dropped 4 positions. In 19th was Escotto with 30, he stayed where he was. In 18th was Beaton with 32, he gained 4 positions. In 17th was Missig with 31, he dropped 7 positions. In 16th was Starty with 33 laps, he gained 5 positions. In 15th was Aaron with 33, he gained 5 positions. In 14th was Nannini with 27, he dropped 10 positions. In 13th was Murray 28, he dropped 10 positions. In 12th was Garcia with 28, he gained 1 position. In 11th was Correbo with 33, he dropped 5 positions. In 10th was D'Atulio with 32, he dropped 2 positions. In 9th is D'Albo with 28, he gained 9 positions. In 8th is Kuharczyk with 30 laps, he gained 3 positions. In 7th is Pearson with 33, dropped 5 positions. In 6th, with the number 99, is Rowe with 28 and gained 9 positions. In 5th is Kaminsky with 33, gained 12 positions. In 4th is Fittipaldi with 29, he gained 3 positions. In 3rd is Johnson with 30 laps, he gained 9 positions. In 2nd is Hughes with 30 laps and he dropped 1 position. And in 1st is Taylor with 31 laps, gaining 4 positions. And now let's get into the qualifying session. So, in 24th position was Eto, who dropped 1 position. In 23rd with the number 8 is Rowe, dropped 1 position. In 22nd was Escotto, who dropped 3 positions. In 21st was Monteiro, who dropped 1 position. In 20th is Missig, who dropped 3 positions. In 19th is Beaton, who dropped 1 position. In 18th is Kaminsky, who dropped 13 positions. In 17th is Cullen, who gained 7 positions. In 16th is Correba, who gained 4 positions. In 15th is Starty, who gained 1 position. In 14th is Aaron, who gained 1 position. In 13th is Garcia, who dropped 1 position. In 12th is Pearson, who dropped 5 positions. In 11th, with the number 99 Rowe, who dropped 5 positions. In 10th is Johnson, who dropped 7 positions. In 9th is Nannini, who gained 5 positions. In 8th is Murray, who gained 5 positions. In 7th is Fittipaldi, who dropped 3 positions. In 6th is D'Albo, who gained 3 positions. In 5th is Hughes, who dropped 3 positions. In 4th is Correa, who gained 7 positions. In 3rd is Kuharczyk, who gained 5 positions. In 2nd is Taylor, who dropped 1 position. And in 1st is D'Atulio, who gained 9 positions. But how did their race pan out on the streets of Detroit? In 24th position was Escotto, who dropped 2 positions. He retired on lap 20. In 23rd was Cullen, who dropped 6 positions, and he retired as well. He had contact with either a car or a wall. In 22nd was D'Atulio, who dropped 21 positions. He finished on lap 38. In 21st was Hughes with 16 laps. He finished on lap 39. In 20th was Taylor, who dropped 18 positions. He had contact and he finished on lap 39 as well. And now let's get into everyone who has finished the race fully. In 19th is Eto, who gained 5 positions. In 18th with the number 8 is Rowe with 5, who gained 5 In 17th is Monteiro, who gained 4. In 16th is Correba, who stayed where he was. In 15th is Missick, who gained 5. In 14th is Pearson, who dropped 2. In 13th is Beaton, who gained 6. In 12th is De Alba, who dropped 6. In 11th is Nannini, who dropped 2. In 10th is Kaminsky, who gained 8. In 9th is Correa, who dropped 5. In 8th is Aaron, who gained 6. In 7th is Starter, who gained 8. In 6th is Johnson, who gained 4. In 5 is Murray, who gained 3. In 4th is Garcia, who gained 8. In 3rd is Kohadjic, who stayed where he was. In 3rd with the number 99 is Rowe, who gained 9. And in 1st is Fittipaldi, who gained 6. And he had enormous damage to his nose and his wing, but somehow that did not stop him from winning the race. So at this point, where does that lead the Drivers' Championship? And in IndyCar and IndyCar NXT, they do not have a Constructors' Championship, so merely just the drivers, especially that all the teams have a mixed amount of how many drivers are actually taking part in each team. Some have 2, some have 4, some have 3. It's all up to the teams how many drivers they want or need. In 24th position is Eto with 70 points. He is 196 points from the leader. In 23rd is Monteiro with 79 points. He is 187 points behind the leader. In 22nd is Correba with 87 points, 179 points away from the leader. In 21st with the number 8 is Rowe with 87. He is also 179 points away from the leader. In 20th is Colin, who is on 95 points and is 171 points away from the leader. In 19th is Kaminsky with 96. He is 170 points behind the leader. In 18th is Escotto with 96. He is also 170 points behind the leader. In 17th is Starty with 109 points. He's 157 points behind the leader. In 16th is Nannini with 119 points. He's 147 points behind the leader. In 15th is De Alba with 120 points. He is 146 points behind the leader. In 14th is Beaton with 121, so he's 145 points behind the leader. In 13th is Pearson with 123. He's 143 points behind the leader. In 12th is Aaron with 124, so he's 142 points behind the leader. In 11th is Garcia with 126. He's 140 adrift. In 10th is Missig with 140. He's 126 adrift. In 9th is Murray with 148. He's 118 adrift. In 8th is Correa with 159. He's 107 points adrift. In 6th is DeTulio with 171. He's 95 points adrift. In 5th is Hughes with 176. He's 90 points adrift. In 4th is Taylor with 228. He's 38 points adrift. In 3rd is Kohadjic with 258. He's 8 points adrift. In 2nd is Johnson with 259. He's 7 points adrift. And in 1st, the leader is Fittipaldi with 266. And now let's move on to IndyCar with the first practice session. And in 25th was Rob, who did 10 laps. In 24th was Colette, who did 22 laps. In 23rd was Schumacher with 40. In 22nd was Grosjean with 28. In 21st was Newgarden with 30. In 20th was Siegel with 27. In 19th was Hauger with 35. In 18th was Simpson with 28. In 17th was Rasmussen with 29. In 16th was Ferrucci with 24. In 15th is Rahal with 27. In 14th is Foster with 22. In 13th is Rossi with 26. In 12th is Dixon with 24. In 11th is Rosenquist with 26. In 10th is Ericsson with 21. In 9th is McLaughlin with 26. In 8th is VK with 23. In 7th is Lungard with 25. In 6th is Malukas with 29. In 5th is Award with 28. In 4th is Armstrong with 27. In 3rd is Power with 27. In 2nd is Kirkwood with 26. And in 1st is Palou with 25. And now on to the second practice session. In 25th was VK, who did 2 laps. Unfortunately, I did not compare IndyCar results to each other. In 24th is Rob with 20. In 23rd was Hauger with 27. In 22nd was Newgarden with 37. In 21st was Schumacher with 33. In 20th is Lungard with 22. In 19th is Colette with 29. In 18th is Simpson with 33. In 17th is Grosjean with 30. In 16th is Rahal with 33. In 15th is Rasmussen with 33. In 14th is Siegel with 28. In 13th is Rossi with 31. In 12th is Armstrong 27. In 11th is Ferrucci with 32. In 10th is Dixon with 26. In 9th is Foster with 30. In 8th is Malukas with 38. In 7th is Ericsson with 33. In 6th is Rosenquist with 24. In 5th is McLaughlin with 35. In 4th is Palou with 29. In 3rd is Award with 35. In 2nd is Power with 33. and first is Kirkwood with 32. But how did they qualify? So in 25th was Malukas, who unfortunately crashed during qualifying and had to start with a backup car for the actual race itself. In 24th was Rob, in 23rd was Schumacher, in 22nd was Ferrucci, in 21st was Newgarden, in 20th was Grosjean, in 19th was Collette, in 18th was VK, in 17th was Simpson, in 16th was Rosenquist, in 15th is Hauger, in 14th is Rossi, in 13th is Seagull, in 12th is Rahal, in 11th is Foster, in 10th is Ericsson, in 9th is Rasmussen, in 8th is Armstrong, in 7th is O'Ward, in 6th is Kirkwood, in 5th is Lundgaard, in 4th is Dixon, in 3rd is McLaughlin, in 2nd is Power, and in 1st is Palou. And how did the race pan out? Well, in 25th is Rasmussen, who he also did not have a great time. He crashed quite early on. In 24th is Dixon, in 23rd is Ferrucci, in 22nd is Power, in 21st is Schumacher, in 20th is Grosjean, in 19th is McLaughlin, in 18th is Malukas, in 17th is Rossi, in 16th is Collette, in 15th is Seagull, in 14th is Rob, in 13th is Hauger, in 12th is VK, in 11th is Armstrong, in 10th is Newgarden, in 9th is Simpson, in 8th is Ericsson, in 7th is Foster, in 6th is Rosenquist, in 5th is Lundgaard, in 4th is O'Ward, in 3rd is Rahal, in 2nd is Kirkwood, and in 1st is Palou. And how does that make the championship look like so far? Well, in 25th position is Schumacher with 75 points, in 24th is Rasmussen with 76, in 23rd is Rob with 78, in 22nd is Collette with 90, in 21st is Grosjean with 102, in 20th is Seagull with 110, in 90th is Foster with 121, in 80th is Power with 121, in 70th is Hauger with 128, in 16th is Ferrucci with 129, in 15th is Simpson with 138, in 14th is Rossi with 140, in 13th is VK with 143, in 12th is Ericsson with 153, in 11th is Dixon with 173, in 10th is Armstrong with 174, in 9th is Rahal with 186, in 8th is Newgarden with 187, in 7th is McLaughlin with 192, in 6th is Rosenquist with 205, in 5th is O'Ward with 220, in 4th is Lundgaard with 226, in 3rd is Malukas with 248, in 2nd is Kirkwood with 265, and in 1st is the championship leader Palou with 327. And that concludes Detroit Grand Prix, the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to check out my lovely colleagues on the Be The Change Media Network. Don't forget to check out BeTheChangeMediaNetwork.com for all of your podcasting needs, as well as blogs and videos. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one, whenever that may be, while we still are catching up before the Barcelona Grand Prix in a few days' time. And I'll see you then. Goodbye.